So Tyron just finished up this new GP1. I was able to go give it a first quick water test today, and yeah, it's awesome. So here's a couple little upgrades and changes to the GP1 moving forward. This GP1 has got our new nose piece. It has the recessed gas filler, so not the aviation style anymore, but a screw-on gas filler. It has the fuel light, engine check light built into the nose piece, and also the new nose piece cleans up all of this area here around the hood latches, the hood clips, all of that. So gives the ski a little bit more of a polished look, more integration, and has a little bit of function too. So through our testing, this was kind of developed to even make the GP1 a little bit even better in rough water, and we were definitely able to achieve that. So definitely an advantage to this nose piece in the rough water, as well as it looks awesome. So the look was upgraded, cleaned everything up, some integration, but a little bit of function in there too. The cool thing with the nose piece is this nose piece can be fitted to any GP1. So if you have the very first GP1 ever produced or the latest one ever produced, this can be upgraded. So nice feature, and you know, whenever we do make a change, we really think about the previous owners and try and make sure everything can be fitted onto any GP1 that's been built in the past. So yeah, then got a really nice clip for tying the skis down. You can also put the race loop through this, so for the races you can have the best of both worlds. And this one, we call this color gunmetal, really nice finish. This customer spec'd his out with an RRP handle pole, carbon CBX, one of our Commander chin pads. So this is something that we make. We make this in matching gel coat to the body of the boat. So the finish is exactly the same. And when we build boats, you get to pick, do you want an RRP handle pole? Do you want a Blosian handle pole? You know, we offer them both, and it's something that you can upgrade or change, you know, as you want. So a GP1 is very customizable. Obviously we have a spec that works really well, but things like handle poles and mat design, things like that are very much personal preference, and you're able to basically pick whatever you want, long as the function of the boat stays the way it is intended. So yeah, then we work with, most of the time, with LG1. So LG1 did this sticker kit for us. We obviously LG1 is local for us, so we do use them a lot, but we do work with other companies, RPD and so on. So yeah, this one, LG1, Mark did a great job. And then Jetrum mats. Pretty much Jetrum mats are exclusive on our boats. You are able to pick whatever colors you want. We make them exactly how you would like them. We can also customize the tray. So this tray has obviously a center bump in it. This can be mellowed out, it can be built up. If you want a flat tray, all of that can be adjusted for you. So whatever your riding preferences, we make these adjustments to suit what you wanting to do with the ski. So yeah, pretty much no limitation to what we can do. Then obviously our rear sponsons, hull extensions. So the good thing with the hull extensions are that you can adjust your nose pressure for the boat in the turns. So the more hull extensions you bolt onto the back of the boat, the harder the boat will turn, and it'll give you more nose pressure. So a good way to be able to make the boat adjustable and more adjustability in your whole setup is with the hull extension. So those can be kind of set up depending on what size engine or how much power you're making or what kind of riding you're going to be doing. As well as obviously all the handle poles nowadays are adjustable. So that's another form of adjustment in the GP1. And then we actually do have a way to adjust the ride plates to give you a more aggressive boat or a boat with more top speed, really just depending on what you're wanting out of it. Another thing that most people don't know, because obviously it's tucked away underneath the boat, but is our intake system. So we made everything out of billet aluminum. So this is the pump shoe, already lightened up. A lot of design and work and thought has gone into all of these parts. And you know, even though you don't get to see all of this all the time, all the, you know, the thought has gone into the amount of weight and the way it attaches and everything else to really optimize the intake system of the boat. So this is what our pump plate looks like. This bolts into the back of the boat, has an O-ring groove. This helps you to stop cavitation, so seals the pump up really nice. You don't have to use a bunch of sealant on it. And then obviously our scoop grate. This has been the same scoop grate that we've used for a few years now, but with really good integration into the pump shoe and the pump plate. So the scoop grate has a really tight fit into the pump shoe. You can see perfect machining, and this definitely makes a big difference to these boats. So when you flip it over, you can also see the transition is really smooth. So definitely a lot of thought went into this. The fitment is perfect. And then you can take the pump plate itself, and obviously this bolts to this and makes it a complete system. So this is already bolted into the boat. The pump shoe itself is here, bolts to the pump plate, and then the scoop grate bolts to the pump shoe and then into the front of the into the boat through the front halls. So you get a really tight fit and a piece that, when it's all bolted together, really acts as one piece. Another very cool option with the GP1 is our water box system. So the first person to actually develop one of these was Quentin Bosch, QB Racing over in Belgium. He did a really good job, and he came up with the initial design, and that's still the design that he runs to this day. We came up with something a little bit different, based more off Mark McHenry's design that he designed over in Australia. He's our distributor in Australia. So if you're ever looking for a GP1 in Australia or New Zealand, he would be a really good guy to get a hold of. So Mark McHenry, really good guy. He developed this, and this has helped us to quieten down the GP1s. So if you're riding on a public lake and sound is a problem, you get the choice. Do you want a loud boat, something a little bit quieter, and we're able to maintain the performance. So really good add-on option and available on all GP1s. So these are our hull extensions. So basically these, you're able to stack these on top of each other on the back of the boat, and you can manipulate your nose pressure. If you want more or less nose pressure, you can stack these, especially in the turns. And yeah, you can customize your ride to exactly what you're looking for and the water conditions that you ride in. So less extensions, the nose will be higher, and more extensions, the more drive you're going to have and the more reactive it's going to be to the turns. So depending on your riding, if you want to, like for instance, go jump boat wakes, and that's more of the riding you're going to do, and you're wanting a little bit of a lighter nose to create more top speed, you're going to run less of these. If you want a boat that really dives in hard into the turns and really hooked up and lots of drive, more hull extensions. So that's kind of how it works, pretty simple, and you're able to tune it to whatever you want. So I hope you guys like this quick video, just quickly to give you an overview on some upgrades, some changes, some new parts for the new GP1. And yeah, we're done. We're gonna go load the sucker up and we're gonna go do some riding.